This video is brought to you by Blackview. Blackview has been one of the leading manufacturers in rugged smartphones for 7 years now, and to celebrate, Blackview is giving away gifts, coupons and more as part of their 7th year anniversary. They are giving away the A80 Pro phone to 10 lucky people, as well as 200 coupon codes for their products, and giving away smaller gifts such as the X1 smartwatch and the A10 smartphone. Also, don't miss out on the flash deals where you can get up to 23% off certain products. Get 14% off the BV9900 and 16% off the BV9800 Pro. To put yourself in the draw to win the A80 Pro, visit the link in the description below, and you might want to do it now because it's only from March 9th to the 15th. Big thanks to Blackview for the support. Hopefully I'll get to check out one of their rugged smartphones sometime soon. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to yet again another video. This one is a little strange because I've had to do a setup where I'm sitting on my kitchen floor because I literally couldn't find anywhere else to set this up without it not being in frame because the box is just so big. I have here in my possession a KidsLogic MLD2 1/20th scale magnetic levitating DeLorean time machine. Now I am a massive fan of Back to the Future and especially the DeLorean. As per you can see, I have the damn thing tattooed on me. But I have multiple cars in my collection. This one, these ones, another one just there, a remote control one because why not? This huge ass one that I found at the market which is pretty cool, and like everything opens on it and lights up. It's really cool. A little tiny one that sits on top of my computer. This one here made by Jada Toys, and this one here in a little collectible case. I think there may be more, but I don't know where they are. And when I seen this one out about on my travels, I thought that this one takes the cake as the absolutely most ridiculously cool DeLorean that I'll ever have in my collection. Now price-wise, this cost me $370 Australian. They were asking $420 for it because it was a display-only one, and so I bargained a little bit and asked for $370, and that was accepted. However, if you look on eBay and Amazon and stuff, this thing is going for more than 600 bucks, and let me tell you, it's worth every cent, I will say that. So, anyways, box-wise, here it all is here. Good old DeLorean, Back to the Future 2, and yes, this all lights up and it's beautiful. Anyways, on the side of the box, MLD2 1/20th scale, Back to the Future, magnetic levitating DeLorean time machine. On the side as well, we also have another shot of the car, which is the actual car you get inside the box. On the bottom, we have all the other information, including the producers and photographers and the painters and everything. So a lot of detail has gone into this, but it's an adult collectible, not a toy, which it certainly is. The AC adapter included is 15 volts at 1 amps. The levitation system is developed and manufactured by HCNT. You can see the little price tag maybe just there that says $419.99. It's a pretty basic box, but it's a pretty big one, I can say that. Now I know this really doesn't fit the channel per se because it's not a phone, it's not a clone, it's not sort of any of that. But it's technology, and it's cool tech, and it works, and it's cool, and I've said cool about 6 times, so that's alright. But anyways, opening up the massive box is shrouded in mystery. Taking off this little cover, because now we get to see all of our little goodies included in the box. Now we get into the fun stuff, because now we get to see what's included with this package, and there's quite a lot going on here. But the first piece of plastic just comes off like so. Now I've already opened it and tested it and everything, and it does all work, so that's why there's plastic bags that don't have anything inside of them. But anyways, we have lots of cool things going on. We have some flame trails just here. They don't really look like flame trails. They look sort of more like some sort of like kids confectionery or something like that. But yeah, these are flames. We have the AC adapter here, which is the 15 volt 1 amp one. If I wanted to display it somewhere, I'd have to make sure that this is long enough as well, or unless I'd have to stuff around with extension plugs and stuff. The DeLorean itself, which we will get to, because I want to show you guys all the details and stuff. It's just amazing. We also get 4 extra wheels. Now these are the ones that are from Back to the Future Part 2, and they actually have little plugs here because they connect straight into the car, and these actually light up. So you can just change the wheels because the wheels that are currently on the DeLorean are the normal standard ones, and these ones are the hovering ones, which we're obviously going to need for the whole hovering bit. There's this thing here. This is a base to help you line up the DeLorean in order to make it float on the levitating pad. However, I found that I cannot use this thing, and I'd rather just plonk it straight on. Either I'm doing it wrong or, yeah, who knows. Underneath this little tiny area in here is two little cool additions. An absolutely tiny little hoverboard, complete with all the details and everything. I'm not too sure if these are actually magnets or if they're just for decoration or something, but you can put it in the car and, you know, have it featured. You're going to be having this as a display, of course, but it's shiny and it looks pretty cool. As I said, all the little details included are really cool. What's even cooler is this thing right here, which looks like absolutely nothing, but if we zoom in, we find that this is the Sports Almanac from Back to the Future Part 2 in ridiculously tiny form. If I dropped this, I would not be able to find it again because, yeah, it's ridiculously tiny. Even on the back, it's got printing on there, which is directly out of the film. Crazy. It doesn't open up, of course, but it is pretty cool. I'd rather the real one, though, but, you know, I'll settle for the absolutely tiny one. Taking off the next piece of plastic, we're now starting to get into the guts. Taking off the next bit of plastic here, we now start to get the bases. Here's the normal base, and I'll show you guys what this looks like in a second. But this is just the absolute standard base where you can just put the car on for show, and that's it. You can just leave it, put the flames on it, and I'll set it all up and stuff. You have the actual hovering base here, which has Mr. Fusion Home Energy Reactor with the Back to the Future 2 branding on there, and this is quite heavy because obviously this is the whole magnetized area. And on the bottom we see that someone has wrote Back to the Future 2 DeLorean $499.99, and that is it for the unboxing. There is nothing else included. So let's go ahead and set this DeLorean up. Now, because mine was a display model, unfortunately there is some dust traces and stuff, but hopefully you won't notice it that badly. Alright, so let's have a look at the main feature itself, the DeLorean, and that is it, all in its glory. Now, the doors don't quite shut for some reason, but, you know, it's close enough. You can see every little tiny detail on the vehicle straight from the film, even this. Attention to detail, I absolutely love it. All the components in here. There's also a little button. I have no idea what that does, and I still don't know what it does. I may have to look it up online to see what it does because I've pressed it and nothing happens. But anyways, every little detail is there. We have the license plate as well on the back, the DeLorean branding, everything else that goes underneath the car. Underneath the car itself, there's a bit of paint wear because it has been dropped a couple of times trying to put it on the magnet plate, but it's okay, no one's going to see it. And the wheels, they do move, but obviously you're not going to be dragging this around your kitchen floor going, hey look, I'm playing with a DeLorean. Inside of the vehicle itself, it is meticulously detailed. The steering wheel, the seats, which as you can see, there's dust on them, the time circuits, the little clock from the first one, all the wiring and stuff, which is actually real wiring by the way, which I think is a nice touch. You might be able to just see the shot of the flux capacitor, but when we turn it on, you will see the flux capacitor anyways. That's the vehicle there, with the doors opened up. You can take the hood off. However, there's only just a big magnet inside of it that just helps with the balance of the vehicle, that's it. But all of this is completely made of plastic. There's no metal components, obviously. It is really, really well detailed. I really love the detailing. It's by far the most detailed DeLorean that I have in my collection. It gets better, trust me, it gets better. Alright, so let's just say you want the DeLorean as a showpiece. You'd go ahead, grab this base here, and just simply put it in said base. And that's what it looks like. So it's slightly diagonal, but that's because you'll be able to open the doors and show everything. But it's pretty solid, and I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. Also just realised that mine has a paint chip on the back bumper here. I didn't realise that. That's okay though, I can cover it up with a paint pen or something like that, but hopefully that doesn't rub off any further. I've been sitting here for a while trying to work out how to put the flames on the car, because I can't find anywhere that attaches this to this. It doesn't go under the wheels, it definitely doesn't go at the sides. I'm unsure. I'll have to splice in a picture of what it looks like with the flames, but I guess that's not what you're here for. You're here to see it levitate and float and all that sort of stuff. So, if we wanted to do that, we get the wheels, and they just come off like so. Now every wheel is exactly the same size, so it doesn't matter which assortment that you put them on, they can all just, yeah, sit any old way. Then you go ahead and just put the new ones on there, like so. Then once you have done that, you can now just place it straight back on the base, and there you go. You have a floating DeLorean. But that's not good enough, is it? You want to actually see it float. So let me show you what it looks like on its magnetic base. Hey, this is a weird splicing jump cut, but while I was editing the video, I was looking at the switch, And then I watched a video, and then I found out that this base actually has a socket to plug in power. And then what you should be doing is putting the DeLorean on top, and it's all lighting up as it should be. So you can just have it on this and just leave it. I need to change the wheels to the Back to the Future 2 ones and just have it on the display thing and it lights up, or you can have it on the magnetic base. But still, I don't know what the switch does, man. I have no idea. But that's pretty cool to realize that, and I completely missed it while doing the initial video. So there you go. So now, currently at the moment there's no lights, no nothing. It is just what you see here. Because when you put the DeLorean on it, that's what happens if you're not careful. There we go. Done. See, you don't need the bracket after all. I mean, you might stuff up a couple of times, but otherwise, once you get it on there, it's fine. Just to also prove that there's no trickery going on, it is completely suspended. I mean, this technology is still rather new, but it's still rather fascinating though. Now, if you hold it in place while it's levitating, you can stop it moving, but the force is actually quite strong with this one. Sorry. Now, while it's levitating, you can open the doors on it, and the base itself actually does light up, as well as this little piece here. It does all light up. Now, currently the lights aren't on in the vehicle, so maybe that switch is to turn the lights on. Maybe. Alright, so now that you can see it in all its glory, I'm going to go ahead and turn off all the lights and stuff, and we'll see this thing glow. There we go. There it all is. Everything is all glowing, and it just looks so cool, honestly. The Mr. Fusion reactor all glows, the back lights glow, all the tubing and everything glows, the inside, the interior dash, which I'll show you guys now. As you can see, all the interior glows, the time circuits and everything, that all glows, even the dashboard lights up. It's just absolutely amazing. The detail is just brilliant. Putting the brace on and then taking it off though, doesn't really make much difference because then the car goes back to shaking. But just quickly as well, you can see that the lights reflecting in the base here are glowing. They've got lights on them, as well as the bottom of the car also has the lights as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Absolutely just, it's so amazing. Even though it's called KidsLogic, it's definitely not for kids. It's a collectible. And that magnet base, you know, you've got to line it up correctly, or else you'll end up just having the car just stick straight to it. I love it. I mean, if you've got the money for it, it's really, really cool. And look, even the door lights light up. It just, it's so cool. Well, I put $370 Australian into this thing, but I think it was definitely worth it. It's just, it's a really cool novelty. And when I seen it, I just thought, oh man, I gotta grab this thing. And yeah, I have it now. If you like me and love these things, I'll leave a link to purchase this in the description below. It's on Amazon. But I think it's like 690 bucks, so do a bit of searching around if you want to buy this, because hopefully you'll find it somewhere cheaper. Now, I know this video is completely out of place on my channel, but considering that I'm just a big fan of this, I really like this, and I wanted to show off the whole levitating thing because it's just really awesome. And you can just leave it like this and just leave it. And it's honestly a head turner. It's really cool. That's everything that I can say about it. Go check it out in the link below if you really like one, or if you want to tell me in the comments how much money that I've wasted on this, feel free. But man, it's my money that I spent on it, and I think it's worth it in every way possible. It's just really cool. I keep saying it's really cool. I'm just super stoked to have a floating DeLorean. I could watch this all day. I could just sit here and just watch it just go around and around and around. Now I've got to make the decision if I actually want to leave it out or if I want to put it back in the box for another couple of days. Decisions. And sorry that it's all echoey and stuff because I'm in my kitchen, and yeah, this is the only place that I could sort of film it with the lighting conditions and the big box and everything like that. So hopefully it all turns out okay during editing. But anyways, thanks very much for watching again. I really do appreciate it. Be good people, take care of one another, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Once again, a big thank you to Blackview for supporting this video. Make sure to check out the links below to celebrate their 7th anniversary, and hopefully you might be one of the lucky people to win the A80 Pro or some other goodies. Don't forget, it's only from March 9th to 15th to score some awesome deals, so get in while you can.
If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.